Good evening, everyone. Today, Serato released the new Serato video plugin for itch and Serato SL users. So I thought I'd give it a quick review and just show you what my first reactions were, because I've been a Serato video user for quite some time now, so we'll get right to it. And so if you open up the video plugin, it's looks a little bit different, but everything that you see will be very familiar to you if you've used this before. If you haven't used this before, you know, this might help you get started on a few things. So as you can see, we've got, just like on Serato Video SL, you've got your left deck screen and your right deck screen, and then this is what the audience sees. That's your output. So if you double click on that, then the video comes up. No surprises there. I know I won't be the first to say it. There's really nothing new with this plugin release. I think maybe what the idea was is that they were trying to fix some of the workflow and latency issues that people were experiencing with Serato Video SL. And on just first reaction, it seems like cue point drumming is much improved. However, I've been fooled before, so I'm kind of suspend judgment on that. So as you can, well, you might not be able to see it, but you'll be able to hear it. The drumming is very responsive when I touch the MPD.
I devised
Have
fun,
triggering every time that I want it to trigger, so that's nice. But like I say, I'm withholding judgment, because that's been one of my biggest gripes about the Video SL plugin, is that MIDI response time has been really, really poor. So we'll see. But so you've got your output window here, which you of course can double click, and then it will go full screen or not. And of course, all of these things are MIDI mappable, so you have to click on this F here to get the crossfader to come down, which I don't really like, because I like having the crossfader in view at all times. I can see where I'm at with the audience. Now, one thing I do like is that they've redone the transition window. These are all the different transition effects that you can apply, and you can MIDI map these. So I've got the transitions MIDI map to a continuous control 6 on the MPD, and this used to work really poorly. It used to jump around, but it's much smoother now when I go from effect to effect. So that's nice. I'm really happy that you know, if I wanted to change transition effects on the fly, it is going to allow me to do that. It's very, very handy. Of course, by default, if there's not another video loaded up, then it's not going to go anywhere. So let me get another video loaded up here. So now we're fading from one thing to the other. There's that guy that I always use. Okay, and the effects are about the same, really. There's a couple that I miss that I don't see, or I haven't seen here yet. One is the false color effect, but they have put some back in that my CPU didn't used to have. Keep in mind that I'm running one of those older black, just MacBook laptops. It has 3 gigs of RAM. Definitely doesn't have an NVIDIA graphics card or anything like that, and there doesn't seem to be a huge CPU issue with running this. Of course, the CPU is taking a bigger hit because I'm running the screen capture software right now. But you know, the effects, I think there are plenty of videos already that go through every effect and show you what they look like. But of course, they are MIDI mappable as well. And so, whoa, okay. There's the mirror effect. But one thing that I do like is the text and image effects here. So you just click on this drop down, and that gives you the image effects. And click on the drop down, and it gives you a text. So it's quite nice. So let's say we wanted to tell the audience to drank. Then we could select, all we do is type it in here. We we can choose the animation speed. We can choose the alignment. Whoa. Let's see if that's MIDI mappable. No, it's not. So you wouldn't be able to control that with a knob, the position on the screen. Then you have opacity control. So all the way to 0, of course, it goes invisible. And you can turn it off and on. So that is really nice. If you want to give a shout out to someone who has a birthday or something, you can select the font, you can save the preset, all of that. Same thing with images. If you turn the image on, there's the old Serato computer. Whoa, there's the size. So that's cool. I dig that. So the question arises, if you don't have Video SL and you are interested in getting started with it, would I recommend this? Now, I'm transitioning away from Serato and from Video SL. I'm going to definitely keep working with video, but I'm going to be working with a customized pure data patch that I'm building. So I personally, since this was a free upgrade, I went ahead and got it, but I don't know if I would actually upgrade to this. Now, for itch users, that's pretty cool, but it's cool that they now have the ability to control video and stuff. But is this too little too late? The consensus on the forum seems to be that yes, maybe it is. But you know, if these MIDI issues really are, they have been solved, you know, I might give this another shot. I'm not sure. I don't know, but it does seem like there have been enough issues with the Video SL plugin that I've just kind of learned to work around them and work on other things, and that's it really. So it does kind of seem like Serato was making a big deal out of kind of not much, at least as far as the video plugin for Scratch Live was concerned. You know, for itch, of course, that's a big deal because it's a brand new thing, but for Scratch Live, there's really nothing that you're getting that's all that different, except for the nice new text and image effects. And you know, you still have 2 video effects and the same transition effects and everything else. So hit me up if you have any questions about this. If you want to see some tips and tricks about any of this, I'd be happy to show you. But you know, the MIDI mappings that the video about MIDI mappings that I made already, I would recommend watching that. And, you know, just, again, not a whole lot of new information about this one. But if you're looking to buy it, I hope this helps you make your decision. And let me know if you have any questions. All right, talk to you later.